Hey everybody, happy Thursday. How's it going? My gosh, it's another beautiful day in Boise. I think, my favorite temperature is about 65, 70 degrees. I think we'll be getting all of 3 days that way this spring. So this was one of the days. I'm going to just enjoy it while it's here. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're with me tonight. So it's Thursday night, May 11th, 7 p.m. This is my regular time to come live to you on Facebook. And for the last few times, I've been coming live on YouTube as well. So, hello, whichever social media platform you're using, I welcome you. Whether you're live or on replay, hello. Feel free to chat with me. I prefer it actually because I can talk for days, but it's much more fun if we have somewhat of a dialogue here. So, ladies are coming on right now. Hello, Roz. Hello, Jean. Oh, wasn't I just here 24 hours ago? And here you are with me again. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, we have lots to talk about tonight. We are going to be looking at swaps from the new annual catalog. This catalog just went live on May 2nd. Uh, as demonstrators, we were allowed to order several of the items a month early. So we've been playing and creating with those, and that is what these swaps are from. So you will get to see what people got to order early, and I mention that because that is one of my favorite perks as being a demonstrator. If you would like to be a demonstrator, here's what it involves. You have to find a demonstrator you'd like to work with, okay, and join their team. If you're in the United States, I would love it if you would like to join my team. My business is called the Stamping Zoo, and my team is called the Zoo Crew. So I would love to have more members on the Zoo Crew. I love my team. We get together monthly and, create, talk a little business, talk a little creativity, of course, and usually always laugh. No, I can safely say we've always laughed. 1 minute. I think I have a helper in here. Tango? Somebody's in the corner over there. They better not be messing with the retreat stuff, unless they're helping me with it. Okay, so as I was saying, please consider joining my team because here's the immediate benefits you get. First of all, you get to purchase $125 in product for $99 plus tax. So you get free shipping, a free paper pumpkin kit, free business supplies, and there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. You don't have to buy anything else to get that great deal and experience some of all of the fantastic Stampin' Up! Paper crafting products and be a part of my team and see if you like it. Then if you like it, well, then a few months later, 3 to 6 months really, you have to place a minimum order to remain active and keep your discount. What's your discount? Right off the bat, your discount is 20% off of everything you purchase. And then you can increase up to 25%. Okay. And that is just such a treat. It's really no different than shopping at your favorite clothing store and being a frequent flyer there, and so you get their card. And when you use their card, you get an extra percentage off. Although I think our percentage is fantastic, 20 to 25%. So please keep that in mind. You can certainly pop on over to thestampingzoo.com. I have a page there called Join My Team. You can read all about it. You can read all about me. And then at the end, it's just as simple as clicking the link and placing your order. Or you can absolutely call me on the phone. My phone number is over there on that page. And we can have a chat about it. Okay. No pressure from me. I just like to give people the information because I feel like the deal sells itself. Now, you will be called a demonstrator. Does that mean you have to do what I'm doing? No. In fact, the vast majority of people are their only customer, their own only customer. Okay. They just purchase the products and play with them, and then they take all the benefits and just enjoy them. So there's no pressure from me. There's no pressure from Stampin' Up. And if at any time you feel like you don't want to be a demonstrator anymore, you just want to be a regular client, customer, then that's what you are. Then you just come back to me as a customer. You can still come to my classes. You can still do all the fun stuff. Plus, you get a lot of free things just for being on my team. You get access to any of my online tutorials for being on my team. You get access to some of the monthly written tutorials that I send out, and you get me as a resource. And I don't have 4 or 500 team members. So guess what? I don't even know if I should say this, but I have time to take personal phone calls from you. And I do that. I've probably done that with every team member I've had. It helps me to get to know people. It helps me to help them learn how to place their orders and what benefits are available to them. So I have time to do that and I like to do it. Okay, so if you're looking for that kind of a demonstrator leader, then that's what you get from me. Okay, I feel like it's always best. I will always give you the information, and then what you decide to do with it is that's totally up to you. Okay. All right. So with that, let's talk about one of the other benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is we get the products early. And so we can do swaps and have lots of samples for you right when the catalog goes live, which I love it. And I see everybody coming on. Yes, Taylor, you have to be patient. We'll go to lunch sometime, but I'm still recovering from surgery, so I can't go to lunch right now. Hello, everybody. Oh, chilly Montana. I guess it probably would be if it's only about 70 here. Yes, it was Tango. He was rooting around back there in the stuff. Get out. Oh, my gosh, kids, right? I see everyone sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. So, what happens is when you share, I share, right? So, if you are enjoying this as we go along, if you are enjoying me, my personality, my crafting products and projects, then please share this video to your social media site. I would appreciate it so much. And it helps my little business of one grow. Okay. And in the meantime, you might find out that you have a stamping buddy online that you didn't even know about. Okay, so it helps everyone. And then when you do that and you share, would like you to share everything, but when you share my Thursday night lives, then the following Thursday, I come on and I do a drawing and give away some fun Stampin' Up! Thing to one of the random, by random draw to somebody who has shared the prior week's video. So I thank you for that. And that's why I give away prizes. This is because I want to show a little bit of gratitude. And thank you for sharing, everybody. Hi, Jenny. Beautiful Michigan day. That sounds nice. Okay, Mary Ellen says Montana's in the 50s, where she is. So that's okay. I'm okay with the 50s. It's going to shoot up to the like 82, 83 this weekend. Seriously? Seriously, Mother Nature. I thought we were better friends than that. So I've got Kathy Sanford here. Hello, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Julie. Lori. Lori last night was working on monkey cards. So I hope they're going well. I don't know if you were working on them last night, but you told us that was your project. Oh, good. Jean says she loves seeing swaps. So many ideas. Exactly. That's why I like seeing swaps as a crafter myself. So much inspiration. And in fact, I have a card planned. So the way this is going to go tonight is I have two groups of swaps from two different swap groups. I haven't busted them out into by page or anything like that. It's just going to be, we're taking them out of the bag. And then in the middle of showing you the two different swaps, I'm going to make a card that is based on a design that was very inspired by. Okay, so that's what swaps are for. In part, is like if you have trouble sometimes getting your mojo going, or thinking up different ideas, getting out of a rut, things like that. Swaps can do that. Okay, I use swaps as well for showing customers things. And let's see here. In this particular swap, I got 20 different cards. So I made 20 of the same card and then I got 20 back. Or I made 21 of the same card and I got 20 back. One goes to the dealer, okay, the organizer of the swap sometimes. And so anyway, these cards, 20 different cards with lots of different product. I don't have the time to make all these 20 different cards. But my customers want to see 20 different cards, and so do I. And so it's very helpful. So it's kind of like a cookie swap, only no calories. How about that? Oh my gosh, you got them done, Lori. Okay, well, I'm waiting to see pictures. No pressure. I'll just say that. I will also say that I still have our card kits. No, what am I calling these things? In color card kits. So we talked about these last night. These are laminated cards printed on 80-pound cardstock, professionally printed, and they show all of the different color combinations for the 50 different colors that we have that are these color combinations were made by Stampin' Up themselves. And the other thing I forgot to show you last night is that on the bottom of all the cards, it shows you the color family, which is great, especially for the color refresh that we had. You know, we have 16 new colors, and the in colors are probably easy enough to know which family. But after that, um, they kind of mixed up our color families. So this is helpful for that as well. If you would like this, it is $25 with priority shipping or $18 without. And I will say it's a kit. Technically, it's a kit because what you get are these 10 different sheets. Okay. You just have to cut these apart and punch a hole in the corner of each of them. And then I also send you a big jump ring, binder ring that they go on. So you can have these. Let's see, it's Thursday. Oh, you probably get them on Monday or Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. But again, I do send them priority to get them to you as soon as possible. I have been using mine like crazy. As I said last night, it is so funny to notice how much you use something once you actually make a copy of it instead of just downloading it, putting it on your computer. So I'll just leave that with you. And I won't have an infinite number of them to sell. I don't remember how many I had. I think I have around 10 more to sell. And then I'll just have to have a waiting list because I had to buy a lot of them, a certain amount of sets, let's say, in order to make it not cost prohibitive. So anyway, I have them. They're ready to go. I would love to send one out to you. Oh, and if you live in the Boise area and you want to do porch pickup, it's $18. Okay, I'm going to point you down now. And we are going to start taking a look at these beautiful swaps. Let me move myself. All right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it is cool, isn't it, Elizabeth? Oh, you were working on DSP for the monkey set. You're making your own DSP. Is that what you're doing, Corinne? That's fun. Okay. And thank you all gosh, you've all shared. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I have to remind people sometimes. I'm not saying remind you. Some of you do it very automatically, but I have to throw that reminder out there because it's still very important to my business, even though I've been coming live for, I don't know, 4 years. So how else am I supposed to meet new people? Well, I meet them in real life too, and let's see, is anyone on via YouTube? Now, the computer was being a little wacky last night. I didn't get a chance to look at the recording, and basically I probably won't. But I hope it worked for everybody. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. And I should have taken these out of their envelopes, but I didn't. All right. This is from Melinda Anderson. I will always give people credit for making their beautiful cards. And this is the circle. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have it right here by me. Or maybe I should have done it in the order of the catalog. Circle Sayings. I bet I have a lot of these stamp sets. Okay, so this is Circle Sayings. And this is bundled with a 10% discount with this 2 3/8 inch circle punch. So keep that in mind. If you like a punch bundle, this is a cool punch bundle. All of these images and sentiments fit inside this circle, and you'll see a lot of those tonight. Some people have used just the sentiments, some have used just the circle, and some have used both. Hello, Leslie. All right. Get my Aussies in the house. All right, let's see here. So this is a group of swaps that have less parameters than the next set. I'm laughing because the next set is I'm the organizer. Okay. So I put a lot of parameters on my swaps. This set, you have to use something from the pre-order or you need to feature something from the pre-order. Okay. But that's really the only criteria. So, oh, and they need to be full cards. I don't really think people do card front swaps anymore, or I don't. I say that. And then there's swaps for everything, you guys. And it's not just for demonstrators. These particular ones were just for demonstrators because we used pre-order stuff. And you have to be a demonstrator of some type in order to pre-order. Oh, look at this. So this is the Fresh as a Daisy paper and the Cheerful Daisies die cut. Look at the die cuts, you guys. They're so cool. And this is probably wild wheat. The card stock has some wild wheat in it. And this is just a Z-fold card. But look how fancy it is. And these dies are from that Countryside Inn, right? I'm pretty sure. Wow. This is actually ribbon, garden green ribbon that is in the annual catalog. You guys, I didn't look at any of these products. I didn't look at any of these cards because I like to have I like to experience them with you. But I should have brushed up on the names at least. Anyway, they're still new to me. This is from Lisa Lemons. Cute. Lisa Lemons made a beautiful card, and I absolutely love those daisies. They're in between realistic and artistic, right? Realistic and impressionist. So here's a cute card, very simple, but it still has impact. It's actually using the Timeless Arrangements stamp set that I was bragging about last night. Remember that? Here's Cheerful Daisy, by the way. Cheerful Daisies. It's so fun. And it has dies, right? Timeless Arrangements. I showed you how this worked last night at the end of the video. And so she's just taken a couple of the stamps. I really appreciate you. That's so nice to say. And this is Tammy Perkins. And she used the 2 3/8 inch circle punch as well. Like I said, lots of circle punches. Corinne says, yes. First of all, I said yes because Corinne asked me a swap related question and I wanted to tell you. Thank you for the reminder. I wanted to tell you, ask me any questions that you have about swaps tonight. If you're interested, but you have no idea about how to go about it, I think I can help. Okay. How many cards do you have to make for the swap? It depends. That'll probably be the answer I say all night long. It depends, Corinne. So for this one, I had to make 21 of the same card, and then I received 20 back, and one went to the organizer. On the one that I organized, I think we had 13 people, and I participated. So you sent in 13 and you got 13. It just depends. Normally what I see is 20 or less. Okay. So I don't think there'd be one where you have to send in like 45 cards or something. I have not seen a swap like that. I'm sure you could start one if you wanted to, but that's kind of difficult to do, especially during pre-order period when we are limited as to the quantity of items we can purchase. So hope that helps. Okay, this is Barb Ryder. You made my day. Lots of boho blue on this, right? With a daisy. Some of the cool ribbon. I don't know what this stamp set is. Oh, this might be the center of the flowers. I think it is. It's one of the little daisy stamps. It's this. I thought it was like a polka dotted background stamp. No, it's just the center of the flowers. So cute. Clever. This is why we do the swaps, right? Because it gives you like a different way to see items that are meant to be something else. Okay. And of course, all this stuff is so versatile. It's not hard to turn them into something else. Now, this is a cool one. I was looking at it. I do not know where this die cut comes from. So please tell me if you recognize this die cut because I really like it. This is from Layla Minky, I think. Minky. I'm just going to go with Minky. I think that's her name. Cute lady. And she made this really cool card. This is either Starry Sky or Night of Navy. I kind of think it's Night of Navy, but she has used the Countryside Inn embossing folder and inked it. Either inked the embossing folder or I think she just ran white over the card after the fact. Okay. And then this beautiful little image has Wink of Stella all over it. It's not on glimmer paper. Nope, it's on white cardstock. And then look at this cute die. It's pointed and then it has rounded corners. I love that. And she has used it as a design element in the background. 5 for an odd number, right? We're always trying to, well, we usually use odd numbers for things. So I know it's so cute. Really liking that. Hello, Kathy Walton. How are you doing? Layla, cool card. And I am assuming those dies are from a newer set because again, I don't know every single die, but I think I would have been able to place it if it was not a brand new set. This card I really like. It's very striking. She's using different background papers. You know, you can get this paper in every single color that's in our color family. So in all 50 colors, we have this pattern of paper. There's 4 different patterns. This is Bonnie Alexander. She's alive and stamping. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Leslie says it's from the Wonderful Thoughts. The die cuts are. I will take a look at that. Obviously, like I said, still getting, still doing my studying. So she's used a lot of different new products on this. She's used that Embossing Essentials polka dotted embossing folder, which I'm in love with. This ribbon's new. She used the circle sayings with the punch. Is this Aztec Afternoon? Azure Afternoon? Yes, I think it is. I wanted to say it was Pacific Point, but it is not. Because Pacific Point went bye-bye. Okay, and then this is one of my favorite folds. I don't know why, but I just think it's so cute. So sending you a smile also from the stamps, right? See how that kind of works there. And just a beautiful card. Beautiful little card. No sparkly on it. Wow, I didn't know you could make a card without sparkly on it. I've learned something from Bonnie. Oh gosh. Now this, I would say also the overwhelming color for the swaps is blue. Okay. That Countryside Inn paper, this paper, I have so many swaps with that paper and they didn't all use the suite of products, but they loved that paper. I didn't even get that paper. What's wrong with me? We have another question. Ginny, hello. What's the stamp set used with the new circle punch? It is called Circle Sayings. You may have just seen that, but it's called Circle Sayings. And we actually have 3 new circle punches. 2 of them are online only. Okay. And this one is bundled and it is a 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And I will show you where it is in the catalog. Okay. So if we go back to new bundles, this is one way to see it. Pretty easy, except it's a punch bundle. So you have to go up to the punches and don't forget that there's 3 punch bundles that are new. And it's in the upper left-hand corner here. See how they've used all those cool colors and with the sunset. And it is $41.25 as a bundle. And that saves you 10% if you order both the stamp set and the punch at the same time. So I hope that gives you good information. Oh, sorry. Roz was helping out. You're so good, Roz. Roz is one of my technical advisors. Hello, Sherry. You were at an orchestra concert again. You are so cultured. I mean, I need to start hanging out with you. Okay, so this one's super cool. It is from Linda Cullen. Okay. And I just look at it. Look at the yarn. I'm so glad that I bought this. I just showed it to you last night and I just got it yesterday. So I haven't stamped with it. And now that I'm looking at all these swaps, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got it. I too, uh, if my friend Tony were watching, she would laugh her head off. So she taught me how to knit, technically, how to knit the knit stitch and the purl stitch. She tried to teach me how to make a hat. I think it's still on the needles. That was probably 10 years ago. But I got hooked on making scarves, and I think I made every single person I knew a scarf. Probably my friends were so glad when I just, like, ran out of knitting mojo. They were like, "We have too many scarves already." But it was really fun. It's a fun, repetitive thing to do with your hands that, you can watch TV. You can't really read, but you could listen to Audible or you see people doing it on the plane and stuff. So, anyway, it's really fun. But I know a lot of other people, Tony being one, that I can't wait to make a card for her with all this crafty stuff. So life is better when you're crafting. So this is the Countryside Inn paper, and then those adorable scissors and the sentiment and probably the heart are from that crafting with you. This is a die bundle. Okay, so again, there's all the images. And then here's all the dies: embroidery hoop, paper trimmer, stamp and cut and emboss machine, easel, sewing machine, even a ruler for me and Leslie. So cute. Um, Crafting with you is great, Kathy. Yes, Kathy says when she first saw the circle sayings, she didn't care for it. Now she just loves it. I know, Kathy. It's good. Now, when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use that for my class." But I have so many sitting over here that it just took me a few times, right? Okay, so here's another one that is gorgeous. Just that use of paper and a little bit of ribbon. Heather Brecken. And you'll see, like, there's just stripes, right? And then this stripe is that ribbon in boho blue. Sorry, I thought it was a cat out there. It's not. It's a squirrel, which is just as bad. In my flower beds. I like cats, just not my flower beds. You get the gist. Okay, this one's Melanie Coverston. I don't know her, but it's very cute. Again, warm hello. Okay, and see what she's done is she has also used circle sayings, but she has not stamped it inside a circle. And she's taken those images that you would, I think, normally think about putting them on the top and the bottom of a sentiment, and she's put them on the left and the right. Isn't that cool? And this is in boho blue with the 23 to 25 in color dots, boho blue as well. Very pretty card. Warm hello. I like that. Oh my gosh. Here's another circle sayings. You would have thought this was a circle sayings swap. It's not. I don't know if I got any zany zoo in this one. Crazy. It's just funny. You never know what you're, and the fun thing is you never know what you're going to get, right? Okay, this is Melissa Faust, and she has used Berry Burst paper, which I used it on one of my swap cards as well. I couldn't get enough. So cute. And let's see here. Oh, okay. Now this is a cool combination. She used Lemon Lolly, Berry Burst, and Pretty Peacock. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, so just the celebrate circle with the cupcake, a little bit of ink blending or Stampin' Blends there, and it's perfect. She's ready to celebrate. Here's another one with that cool paper and this same little die that we had on Layla's card. So remember, she must have die cut this in white and use some blending on it. And this one is just cut out of Misty Moonlight, just plain. I mean, nothing on top of it. With some boho blue ribbon and this gorgeous paper again. I know. And the embossing folder. So the countryside embossing folder. This is Christy Folk, and she lives in Indiana. It's always fun to see where people are from. This is an interesting mashup. This is seasonal branches or seasoned branches. I don't think my cards are up here, but I used that to make my in color cards. And stripes and splatters embossing folder, and the countryside in. This is what the stamp looks like. And then you can cut it out. I think there's even an extra layer, but that was kind of neat to use it as a background. Oh, okay, this is Luli Gonzalez. Yeah, that's a cool mashup. I like it. Here's another one that used the timeless arrangements, just the sentiments, and then deckled rectangles. A little bit of elegant trim. I think this is the timeless textures embossing folder, which may have just retired, but I don't remember. Hello, Anne. And this is from Dawn Stock. I don't know where she is. You know, I don't have Boise, Idaho on my cards either, so I need to change that. This one's from Diane Clays, I believe. Again, Countryside Inn. Just look at the paper. And then this has the basket weave embossing folder and the circle sayings. I think they really liked to mash up the circle sayings with the Countryside Inn paper, didn't they? And boho blue. Boho blue is a big addition. Here's another one. So this is what the stamp looks like, the outside of the stamp, right? And then they have die cut the inside with DSP. Another cool way to do that. And I like the stripe in the background, kind of grounding it, so it's not just floating in space. And then this is a beautiful. Is that a stamp? Yeah, I think it is. Almost looks like it's printed. This is a beautiful happy birthday. Kind of thinking this was a continuing stamp set that has happy birthday written in a couple of different fonts, but I could be wrong on that. And this is Erin McMahon. She lives in Pennsylvania. Cool, Erin. Oh my gosh, it's not a blue card. I can't believe it. It's Oops a Daisy. Now look at this. Does this layout remind you of something? Because what I immediately thought of when I saw this layout was I thought of this piece of paper. I was like, I wonder if this person was inspired by this, right? Because it's not the same patterns, obviously, but it's all these little pieces and parts. Now, somebody has cut all of those rectangles and squares and stamped them in certain cases. This is a lot of work. Oh my gosh, hold it. She stamped them. She didn't stamp them. Maybe this one, but they're all embossed. Oh my gosh, who is this? Michelle Barnes. Michelle, wow. And she used copper clay and copper clay textured ribbons and did a ton of work. Wow, that's quite pretty. Oops a daisy. So sorry. Let me try and get this. Here we go. You know I like to get this stuff really close to you. Can you just imagine? That was pretty cool. And they're all really straight. And the back piece is embossed. Heavens. Michelle doesn't sleep much. What do you guys think about these? Are they pretty good? Here's another one. Life is better when you're crafting. Countryside Inn. Okay, this one has, is this die cut? No. They have cut a banner, okay, just to fit their little design perfectly. This is Sandy. Does that say Carlson? Just a minute. I need to get this out. It's probably a case of glasses. Yes, Sandy Carlson. Okay. Oh, that's fun. I love it. I love this little strip, and just a tiny bit has been cut off. Where is my ruler extraordinaire? So she cut off 3/4 of an inch, okay? And then probably put like a quarter or a half an inch of strip. Yeah, a half an inch. And then look how neat that is. I love it. Just a little bit of interest in doing a tiny different cut. So very smart, Sandy. Now this one is not pre-order. It's a cute card, but this was a online exclusive that snuck in there. That's okay. I still really like it because it's the tropical leaves. Tropical leaves are still available. Okay. And so if you like this, you will not find it in the catalog, but you will find it if you go online and just look at the online exclusives. And I have played with this one a number of times. And then this also has stylish shapes die cut. And then instead of ribbon, it just has a little uh, snip of cardstock. What color is that? I want to say it's so saffron. And this is Carrie Blake. And she is, we don't know. We don't know where she is. That's okay. She's probably in the US. And finally, for this set, this is Stephanie Flapp. She lives in Wyoming, Michigan. That's confusing. And wishing you the brightest birthday. Another cheerful daisies. And I do believe she has embossed these daisies on white and used the Stitched with Whimsy dies. See this die? So they nest, so they have different sizes. I believe there's some squares and rectangles, but they don't cut out your paper. They just emboss the paper. Very clever. And then yes, you can see there, her daisies are embossed in white. That's sure nice. And this is the back side of one of the papers from the Daisy Suite. Fresh as a Daisy, I believe the paper's called. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then here's the card from this set that I think is my favorite. I mean, you'll see it and be like, oh yeah, that looks like Lisa. Hello, Joan. How are you doing today? Good morning or good night. Okay, those are all so inspiring and cool. Let me put these in here, and then I'm going to bring this last one in because the last one we're going to make our own, we're going to put our own spin on it. Okay, so look at this. Does anyone like this? Because I think it's really cute. This is from a gal named Kim Allen, and it makes me smile and made me laugh when I first saw it. And I love the layering on it, and just look at that. It's so cute. First of all, the turtle singing. I mean, who doesn't love that? It is, isn't it, Carla? And then she just made all these layering or these strips of paper, 1/4 inch strips of paper. And I love the color combination. I'm guessing crumb cake, pumpkin pie black, and then one of the greens, maybe granny apple and Coastal Cabana, or probably Pool Party, actually. Not Coastal Cabana. She's out. Pool Party. And then I love how Kim carried the musical notes up here. And then she finished it off with the black matte dots, which don't forget about those. They carried over. And this square is one of the stylish shapes as well. Okay, so I got some supplies out because we are going to do a riff on this card. We're going to color a little bit. And I have already cut our strips, okay? Because now, can you guess what set I'm going to use by looking at these strips? I don't think you can, but go ahead and try. There's no penalty for wrong guesses. So here are the colors we're going to use on our card. And what bundle do you think I'm going to use? We talked about it last night. So I'll give you a minute while I get some of my supplies out here, and you can guess which bundle you think we're going to use. to case this card. We're kind of casing it. We're casing the design. Taco Fiesta. That would be good. See, I'm really secretly using you for ideas. Let's see. Do I have a stamp set out here already? Oh, I do. Okay, I will show you. What about this? Does that give you any hint? Nope, not that one either, Roz. Majestic Mountains, I think. No, that's not what it is. I just keep calling it that because of that DSP. What is this? What is this? Can you tell? Yep. Hey, Chuck. We are going to use Hey, Chuck instead of the singing turtle from Zany Zoo. Jean, whatever you type there, I know you're saying Hey, Chuck. Yep, it's Hey, Chuck. So we're bringing in Hey, Chuck. And if you missed him last night, here's his stamp set because he's classy that way, right? Not to be outdone by Hey Chick or Hey Birthday Chick. Hey Chuck has got his own stamp set. And then he has dies to cut out all the chickens, the fence, the skateboard, even the cupcake or cake, whatever. It's probably a cake for a chicken, right? And then a weather vane and a sunrise. So then I started looking at the catalog because last night we were having a talk about this, about how I loved coloring of this one chicken rooster. And we also talked about how I don't like roosters, but I will make an exception for you, my lovely viewers. So I'm going to try. I'm using the colors in this. So that's where the colors in the stripes, strips, whatever, come from, is that I'm going to color him kind of like this. Okay. And then we're going to use all the colors in that to make the strips. You could also make strips out of black and white, just neutrals, just white on a colored card base. You could do like a number of things to mimic this design. So I really, really like it. I hope I can do it justice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was my initial, I was testing out, making sure. The catalog told me that Cajun Craze was used in here, and I thought that they didn't have real red listed. And so it confused me. But then I was like, no, this has to be real red. I mean, look at it. It's not Cajun Craze. I know that because I tried to color it that. It's not. So the other thing I need to do real quick is I need to ink up this ink pad, re-ink this ink pad. And these are quite easy to ink because they're a linen pad instead of the spongy pad. You know this if you've used the Memento. First of all, make sure you get your Memento ink refill, not StazOn. And we only sell the black, so that should help you. And then I'm just going to, get it going here. And it might not be completely even right now. I normally like to let those just kind of sit and the ink kind of levels itself out. But I didn't have time for all that. I had to get going. I had to work part a day today. I'm really getting used to that. And we'll be very sad when I'm well and that goes away. Because right now I'm feeling like I don't have to sleep all the time, right? And I'm thinking like, hey, this part-time thing is, oh yes, that's better. Part-time is kind of a sweet gig. However, I still want them to pay me full benefits and full-time pay. I'm not quite sure how I would work that out. So I do believe I'll be going back to work full-time in the next couple of weeks. However, today it was really nice. I worked until about 1. So I think I did about 5 hours of work and then got that to where it needed to be. And so then I went outside and I, again, very slowly, with a lot of rests, changed out all the soil in my planters. And then I planted just a few things that I had. One was a 5-gallon plant that I had to put in the ground, but thank goodness my ground is like very soft. So I did that. And then I had a few things that I had bought for my pots. So I'm going to start here with, no, I'm going to start with light pecan pie. So you will see that I like the way I like to color with the blends is I like to use the light version first. This came out really well. Let me see. Where's that other one? I want to, it's kind of hard to see, but when I colored it or when I stamped it, see, it's just not as vibrant, the black ink. If I'm going to use it, I want to see it. Okay. So I'm coming along with light pecan pie first. And then I'm going to come back in with dark because I feel like I color heavy. So I'm going to color a lot of this area with my light marker. And I want to be able to adjust that. But it's not very easy to adjust if I start out coloring with my dark marker and then everything's dark. So just for me, and you might be totally opposite. You might color really light the first layer. So going dark might be great. And I am not, again, I use the catalog to kind of see how I wanted to color. Now these markers are nice and juicy, and so it's helping them blend really easily. I'm going to come back in and give it a little more light right at the line. And then it'll kind of look like 2 or 3 different layers. Okay, now before I forget, I kind of forgot about this part the first time. There's some mossy meadow. This was really clever. There's some mossy meadow over at his tail feathers. And it really looks cool with the misty moonlight because they colored his tail feathers misty moonlight. Hello, Bernay. How are you doing? Okay, so this, yes, light. And again, I'm starting with light, misty moonlight. And so, show of hands, the like hand. How many people are going to get or have Hey Chuck? Or it might even be easier to ask who doesn't want Hey Chuck? You might still have Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick. I sold them because they're retired, but they're super cute. And oh my gosh, if you still have them, now you're going to have like a whole flock of different stamp sets. So now I'm just kind of touching the edges, the very tips of these feathers with the dark. And then I'm going to come back in, same routine, right? I go light, dark, light. I know, Jill, it's on her list, and she has the 2 other chickens. It's almost like you have to get the collection. Okay. That, I think, is it for the misty moonlight. Now I'm going to come into the middle. Now that I gave him a little mossy meadow there, I'm going to come into the middle, his middle, and I'm going to do just a little bit of Cajun Craze. In fact, I might even do it with the bullet point. Light. Don't lose your mind, Lisa. Now I can scribble on it like this because it doesn't leave streaks. That's one of the genius things about alcohol markers. Let's bring in our pumpkin pie. Oh, and I think I need to, yeah, okay. I'm going to color these wings with a little pecan pie, light and dark. I love having the catalog in front of me so I can just like start there. Then if I want to make a purple chicken, at least I've kind of started with one. Hello, Alicia. How are you doing, Alicia? Just think, next week at this time, You'll have one more sleep until the 2-day retreat. Yes. Okay. We're all excited. I have a little bit of work to do before then. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do a little light pumpkin pie. In fact, I'm going to color up to this snoodle thing. What do you call it? Chicken's thing. I don't know. The chicken's neck. Whatever. Um, the gobbler. Again, I don't know. Check. We're going to color Chuck's upper torso part. And finally, let's see here. I don't know about that Cajun craze in there. It's kind of, I may have to color over a lot of it with pecan pie and pumpkin pie. I don't want him to look striped. And he looks a little striped, doesn't he? Okay, let me bring that light pumpkin pie in again. Plus, he needs to dry a little bit. So he might end up being just fine. Okay, he looks pretty cute. Let's see now. Oh, okay, so now I have dark Daffodil Delight. If we had a Cajun Craze, I would use that. But dark Daffodil Delight is really close. It's a very good stand-in. Okay. And finally, let's start coloring this thing, all this top stuff. I don't know what you call it. His head? No, it's called something weird, like gobbler. Who knows their chicken anatomy? Ugh, this guy's little, those eyes, like he has so much expression, and it just comes from this tiny mouth. Okay, let me show you closer. The expression comes from those tiny mouth and those little eyes looking off to the side. That's all he needs. He's so full of personality. Okay. And let me bring a little dark, real red in. You know the routine now. I'm definitely going to come in here with dark. And up on the top, let's do a little bit. Down in here by the eyes. Wow. Chuck, looking good. He is too cute. The goggler and the cone or comb. I think it's called a comb, Lori. But I will do the goggler. Is he cute or what? I like him a lot. He's pretty fun. Okay, so we can die cut him, and he will be our little inspiration when we are laying out the strips. He does look like a Friday night date. Wait, I think I did date a guy that looked like this. No, I've dated guys that looked worse, I'll tell you that. But that's another video. Okay, a little bit of Post-it tape because he's got a lot of little nooks and crannies, and I've just spent time coloring him. He'll be so mad at me if I miss it. Okay. Tasty, Chuck. You like tasty. That's the word I was looking for. Da, 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 da. Oh, is that cute? Look at him. Oh my gosh. And I think now Kim, stamped hers and put it on the square because he doesn't have well, he might have a die cut. I don't remember right now. But we are going to put ours on a vellum circle. Guess which punch I used? The 2 3/8 inch punch, circle punch, 2 3/8 inch, right? It's just perfect. And so that's what we're going to use. And now we just need to put the strips on. Actually, one more thing before that. Do you see how she's used the musical notes, which is fantastic? I don't really have anything in the Hey Check stamps that is like a little, you know, bird feed, bird food or whatever. So I was thinking that I will just brave it and splatter on the background. So we need our empty paper pumpkin box. And I would like to use the red. Let me see. Yes. What do you think? I think we should use um, the red blends on white paper. Ooh, it looks like chicken slaughter. Okay, we'll choose another color. Let's choose another color. Let's go with let's just do the pecan pie because that's kind of safe, right? Okay, so pecan pie, dark pecan pie. Remember how I said pecan pie is not my favorite unless I know it's like really, yeah, exactly. Blood, Brene. I knew you would love that. I am just taking the paintbrush end, if you've never done this before, putting it in the lid and flicking it. And this would make a good murder scene in real red, right? So good call, Lisa. Brene, you can make yours in real red if you would like. You can even probably cut Chuck's head off with the paper snips, but that's not going to be this kind of a card. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like I know you, Brene. Brene says, I made my dad a hay chick with a headless chicken. Like I said, I've been chatting with some of you for, over 4 years. I know a little bit about you, I'd say. All right, so this is a basic white thick card base. Basic white regular weight is really not the best for, it doesn't stand up. It gets all flimsy once you start adding things to it. Okay, so this is where we're going to start. And I'm probably going to I'm going to glue these on separately because if I want to follow what Kim did, she did different lengths for each of them, right? So I'm going to glue these on. Could have been really smart and used adhesive strips. That's silly. Why would we do that? Then I wouldn't get to use my glue that I love so much. First of all, I'm going to shouldn't be using liquid glue on vellum. So shush, don't tell anyone. I'm a pro at making a mess. Okay. Chuck looks very irritated with me, doesn't he? Like, really? Do I need to be glued? Manhandled? Okay. Let's do it this way. And then all these colors, kind of like doing a scrappy strip card, right? We're just going to kind of vary these colors. And I'm going to kind of keep the red down here maybe because the top of them is red. And then, so I want to kind of vary the colors so that like I'm doing pecan pie because his body's pecan pie. So maybe I'll try and like, oh, this combination reminds me of the brownie scouts. Pumpkin pie or pecan pie and pumpkin pie. Yeah, okay. Reminds me I'm hungry. Hey Andrea. Okay, you'll have to watch the replay because I know you need to get some sleep. Don't you get up at like 3 in the morning? Girl, I'm so glad to see you though. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the replay right here for you. All right. Little Misty Moonlight. I'm so glad this came back. It plays so nicely with others. It really does. And let's see. Are my strips going out far enough? Not really. At least not those. I think it's fine, but I'm going to start making them go out further now. Is it further or farther? You're in Denver. Wow. Are you on vacation? Good for you, if you are. Do you live in Denver now, or you are just on vacation? Andrea is footloose and fancy free. This is a little Cajun craze. I'm gonna go ahead and add some red now. I feel like it's time. Oh, don't get glue all over. And then I made these strips kind of long, right? Because I was thinking that since I was cutting all of them anyway, I could just make, oh, I gotta go longer. I could just make 2 cards with them. So that's the plan, Stan. Okay, I need to get those out further for my circle. There we go. And then when I get done with this, I'm going to send a picture to Kim, the person who made our inspiration card. Because if she's anything like me, she'll be tickled that somebody took inspiration from it. And there is no mathematical accuracy to this. All of the strips are about 1/4 of an inch. That's what I just cut them on the paper trimmer and kept pushing them off the end. Okay. And then that's it. Again, I thought a little bit about the color because I wanted to use the colors that were in the image that I colored, the chicken. It's the plan stand, Jenny. It's the plan Chuck. It doesn't that doesn't roll off as much. I know it's a cool color combo, isn't it? And I got the inspiration again from Stampin' Up! Catalog. So I didn't have to think too hard about it. I can save my worrying thoughts for something else because Lord knows I love to worry. All right. Oh my gosh, I haven't put any green in there. And now I'm wondering if I should. Kind of late. Well, let's do a little because there's a little bit in the tail, right? So, okay. One of you, I don't remember who it was, but they commented on my video a couple of nights ago on replay and said that they watch Married at First Sight, US and UK. And they don't have any much hope for any of them either. So whoever that is, I hear you, girl. What? You're sorry they're 1/4 of an inch? What did I say? 4 inches? They're 1/4 of an inch. If I said a half, that's not right. But you can make yours whatever you want. See, that's the cool thing about it. If you want to take less time or make like big strips of color, then that's a different impact, right? That would look pretty cool. I'm trying to not match these up. Okay, now I think I can start tapering off. Yes. Okay. We are doing it. We're doing this thing. Oh, I need some more crushed curry. For a minute, when I was getting ready to make this card, I thought, oh my gosh, crushed curry's retired. Oh, are they supposed to be fencing? No. They definitely, maybe they will inspire us to think that. I was just using this card as my inspo, my inspiration. I think it's time for a little Mr. Moonlight. Now we're bringing it back in, right? Now a little Cajun. Yeah, this ended up being a cool opportunity to mash up colors that I don't normally mash up. Let's do another red. Why not? And oops, I don't want it that long. I want it to come back in. Okay, I'm getting so excited because I just finished booking the details for I'm going to St. George in June, and I'm going. It's a demonstrator event for Rhonda Wade is organizing it, and a lot of people on her team. And I'm so excited to meet Rhonda. A lot of you know that I am in her training group. I love it. She helps me be a better leader in my classes and for my team. And I've really enjoyed being in her training group the last couple of years. And so then she's offering this event. And I can't wait. And do any of you live near or in St. George? And can you give me some ideas of things to do? Here's what I'm not a hiker. I will not be hiking at this stage when I go there because I probably wasn't, I just haven't been in great shape for a number of years. So I'm getting there, but I'm going to go to the amphitheater, I'm pretty sure, and see the musical Tarzan. I didn't even know there was one. But there's an outdoor amphitheater there, you guys, that looks so stunning. And I would tell you the name of it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It starts with a T, but it's like just red rocks and this outdoor amphitheater. Okay, let's turn this over and see how cool this looks. I love it. Isn't that fun? So a little pecan pie splatter, right? And all these colors almost looks like a wool blanket or something. Let's get this thing up on a card base and check it out. Where did that card base go? Silly thing. I have another one, so there. Okay, so I do think it's a musical. Okay, it's a Tarzan musical, and it was written by Phil Collins. I like Phil Collins music. So anyway, it's at this outdoor amphitheater. And so I posted on our group page, did anybody want to go? And this one lady said, I want to go. So I have a friend. I don't have to go by myself, but I would have because, like, what do I care? Who do I know there? It does look Navajo. Who said that? Yes, Andrea. I think it looks Navajo too. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe that blue in with the Cajun craze or something, but I love that. Chuck, you are fancy, man. All the inspiration from Chuck. Okay. I'm sure you guys saw that glaring error, but anyway, it's beautiful. Yes, I'm very excited about it. So we have like, I'm only going from Thursday to Sunday, and I'm leaving early Sunday morning. And we are doing probably half the time, I'd say. We, Rhonda has some things planned for us, but then the other half the time she doesn't. So anyway, I'm very excited to try this outdoor amphitheater thing. It's gorgeous. You know, we have our own cool things here in Boise, outdoor and stuff. And but I've heard about this before. Like, I think it's kind of special. Okay, that's just our card right there. You could use that for so many things. Look at it. You guys, you have to make this kind of a card and show it to me. And then we will all have inspiration of this card. I could have taken him out a little further, but that's okay because I think he looks really cute. And also we have another so the panel that I cut and put all the strips on, it is 4 by 5 1/4. So we have another 1/4 of an inch where he can kind of go over on the side. Yes. So St. George, Utah is like, I think it's about an hour from Las Vegas. So I believe it's gonna be hot. If the Weather Channel app has anything to say about it, which is not my jam. But again, like there's gonna be a pool at the we're staying at a courtyard. And if you don't know this, that I have declared that my type of place. And so we're staying at a Courtyard by Marriott. Couldn't be happier. And they have a nice pool. And so anyway, okay, now you see I have put my dimensionals back behind where the rooster is. Check. Okay. So that when you look at the front, you don't see any through the vellum. All right. And then we will put him right here. Oh my gosh. And we are going to use one of the sentiments, but I want you to get a close up. Check out the splatter. I think it adds perfect. A little bit of texture. I am glad I didn't use the red. I'm sure there's a St. George somewhere else too, Alicia, but no, this one is this St. George is in Utah. So yeah. So I don't have, like I said, I don't have a long time there. I don't see myself hiking down into the slot canyons and all that stuff next time. But yeah. So tell me if you know, if there are any restaurants that I have to go there. Okay. Back to the card. Brene says your circle can represent a tortilla. Instant chicken burrito. We could have made a wild wheat circle and now he would have looked like he was on a tortilla then. Okay. You rule the roost. I really think like that's the sentiment, don't you? I kind of am feeling like that's it for this guy. It's your birthday. You've got something to crow about. And rise and shine. I love the rise and shine, especially if you want to use the sun, right? But we are going to use you rule the roost because he looks like he does. I don't know if we're going to put it on the front or not. We might just put embellishments on the front and put this on the inside because let me just see. I don't want him to ruin our straight lines situation. Well, we could do it. Oh, using this as inspiration, we could do it just like she did it, where it's kind of like out here. Do you guys want it on the front or on the inside? You tell me. And I am going to put a couple of these blends away so that I have room. And you guys put in the comments whether you want the sentiment on the front or the inside. And I will also tell my in color peeps that you should start to receive your product kits. I know a couple of you have them already. It makes me so excited. It's just a box full of goodies. So you guys know what the in color of the month is by now. And I will be finishing up the videos tomorrow. I have an iron infusion most of the afternoon, and then I will be finishing up the videos. And then I will allow you into the group, into the Facebook group. Okay. So that's why I am not allowing you in there right now, is because I don't have the videos posted and I want to have everything ready for you before you come in and ooh and ah. So that will be finished sometime tomorrow night. Let's see. I bet I get home tomorrow about 5 o'clock. They're going to be finished later at night. So it's all right. I don't have to bother you by, I don't have to wake you up or anything. I just have to send you an invitation. Okay. It looks like the front. Yes. Okay. Totally. It'll be great either way. I think we're going to put it kind of down here, kind of here. Not kind of there. We're going to put it there. I think, well, I like this too. Let's put it on. I want to put it on Cage of Craze and see how it looks. And I think it should just be on a strip because then it won't mess with the design that we've just created. So let me see here. So yes, the boys are very happy when I go out in the backyard and work. They don't like me to work in the front yard. I have a beautiful deck out there. And I put a fence up so they can't go running around the neighborhood. And Cash especially, he does not want to go out there. He wants to sit inside behind the storm door. I mean, what? He's such so cityfied. My other dog, I know, I tell you guys this because I tell Tango and Cash this all the time. My other dog would have rather died than stayed inside when I was outside. But, you know, we're all different, even dogs. But yeah, it's pretty funny. So anyway, that's what we did is when I worked in the front, they sat and watched me. And then, oh, finally, they breathed a sigh of relief when I came inside, and then I started working in the backyard. So funny. Ooh, that's so cute. Okay, let's see if I can cut this thing. Next big test without whittling it down to nothing. Okay. I have to start a little bit away from it. Okay, and now I'm going to go in on the underside of it. I love our paper trimmer for this because it really does cut pretty close. Okay, and then of course she did a bias cut, and I love a bias cut. In fact, Jen Houston always called that the Lisa Harden cut. Okay, I could trim the top a little more, but you know what? I'm going to refrain. Leave it, Lisa, leave it alone. In fact, if I would have been really smart, well, I was just going to say, if I would have been really smart, I would have stamped on one of the little strips. That's what we can do on our next one, right? But it's awfully thin. So that's okay. All right, I need to play with this for a minute. See what I like. This looks pretty good. It kind of comes out like, what I like. Let me do this. If I ruin it, I'm not going to be. Oh, you're asking me, Brene's asking me if the deck bothers them. I don't know what bothers Cash. He runs and plays on it and stuff, but then he just wants to come inside. I mean, you make a good point, though. I don't know. I wanted him to enjoy the deck because he's very allergic to the grass. So he goes out in the grass. He loves to run around in the grass. He's out there for about 5 minutes, and then he's like chewing on his legs. Hello, Joe. Did you come in to join the Hey Chuck? Doesn't this look excellent? You could make this card for your friends, Joe. It's not a feminine card. I know sometimes you don't like all the feminine designs I have. So here you go. Okay, so I kind of like just roughed up the edges with the ink. This is almost matching up. Why don't I just make it match up with the crushed curry strip? Now, how am I going to do this? I need to have will a dimensional fit on here? Oh yeah, it'll just fit because it's 1/2 inch wide. But I really should have used the strip. Okay, that's okay. Because I'm going to use this underneath the vellum. Oh my gosh, is this a cute card or what? I'm loving the design. Hello, Marcia. It is so cute, isn't it? Joe. Joe even said it was cute. Alicia, is that you on Joe's account? Feel like you hacked in there. Okay, I'm going to give it another little bit. I think we have enough room to do this. Okay. So you rule the roost. You better believe it. No, that's too close. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. What do you think, guys? Should I gild the lily? Let's look for embellishments. We don't have to use them, but we have to look, right? Especially after I showed you all the fun ones last night. This is not an iridescent pearl situation. No, it's not. Where'd all my embellishments go? I think I have them. Oh, I know. I have them sitting over here. Like, has someone been in here and stolen my things? possible. Okay, this is better. Oh, remember those? Remember those? We have lemon lolly. No, we have copper clay. I should have used copper clay instead of the Cajun craze, but I did not. You know what? I don't think so. I think this is good the way it is. I don't say that very often. Oh, color some rhinestones with blends. Well, that's smart. Some basic. We could also color these white sequins with blends. What do you prefer? Um, kind of like the rhinestone idea. Let's see here. If I whisper, they'll show up. Black matte. And the black matte would be kind of cute too, especially because I stamped him in black. Okay, let's color a couple of these and see what we think. Let's try to color it in Misty Moonlight. Dark Misty Moonlight. Oh my gosh, it's 8:30 already. Guess what that means? I'm going to have to show you the rest of the swaps at a later date. Don't be sad. Here's what we'll do. I'll show you the other group of swaps, and then I will case one of those cards as well, because this is just too fun. Okay, those are beautiful. We actually had them in Misty Moonlight, I believe, with that the stuff that was with the wave. It was like a limited time offer. I still have a package though, because I really jonesed on those things. Those were so pretty. Okay, let's try this. Hey, you come here now. Quit being silly. Now stop. I said quit being silly. Really making me work for it tonight. I kind of want one right there. Aw, look at that. Don't forget that trick. Stampin' Blends and a any color of embellishment, or any type of embellishment, I should say. And then you've got this card. Okay, let me bring in the inspiration card. And you guys can take a screenshot if you like it, and then make your own. And make sure you tag me so I can see it. And then we are going to let Kim know how much we love. Oh, there we go. My desk is all clean now. I'm so glad you can't see over here. It's ridiculous. It's stacked up like an avalanche. Okay, not to worry. So here's our inspiration card. And then here's our check. Oh my gosh, they're both great. There, the light's a little bit better for some reason when I hold the darker one over here. Look at those. Are they cute or what? Do you have a favorite? You can say. It's all right. If you like the turtle better, then by all means, because it was my inspiration after all. Oh, hit it out of the park. You're too kind. I had a great example to follow. You rule the roost. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, Chuck and the Zany Zoo. They're fantastic. Let me get him. Whoops. I showed you where Hey Chuck was briefly. He's on page 49. Okay. And this was the example that I was trying to color. Yeah, I think I got it. I got it pretty good. And then the zoo, of course, I love equally, if not more, because it's the Zoo Crew. And that's my team name. And my business name is the Stamping Zoo. So that's where this came from. And you can get almost all of these images out of the paper if you know, don't want to color it every single time. You can just die cut it right out of the paper. So hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget those fantastic swaps. And if you would like to buy these or any products, I mean, we have thousands of paper crafting products. Please just head on over to thestampingzoo.com. Use the host code for orders that are under $150. The host code appears at the top of your Facebook page and the top of the Stamping Zoo webpage. So thank you so much, everybody. That was really, really fun. I'm in love with Track. That was my first use with that bundle, and I think it's a winner. Okay, everyone, I want you to have a great, great night, a really good weekend. Get some good rest. Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to. And we'll see you soon. And I will post I'll do a drawing tomorrow and I will post the winner and show you what the prize is, okay, for sharing last week's video. So please share the heck out of this one. The prizes get better when the shares are plenty. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great night.